Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and I'm showing you a 3v3. I'm playing as the Getai. My allies are Mesesili and Pergamon. We are going up against the Boii, Rome, and Tylus. So I have 3 bow horse, a noble horse, 1 Felksman, 2 heavy spears, no, 3 heavy spears, 3 spears, 3 Dacian bowmen, 3 mercenary axe warriors, and 3 noble swords. Mesesili has 4 tribal slingers, 2 vigiles, 3 light infantry, 5 legionnaires, 3 armored Numidian riders, a Numidian noble, and 2 Numidian cav. Pergamon has a bunch of archers, a bunch of Thrail spears, 2 Galatian spears, and 6 Agema spears, and he's got 3 Hippeus lancers. Boii has a bunch of Celtic and sword followers. He's got some Celtic slingers, Naked Warrior, Oathsworn, Naked Warrior, Oathsworn, 2 Levy Freemen, and some heavy horse. Rome has auxiliary Syrian archers, Hastati, legionary Evocati, more Hastati, Equites, an auxiliary elephant, Hastati, and his general. Tylus has 5 tribal warriors, 2 mercenary Thracians, and a bunch of Celtic slingers, along with a light horse, a heavy horse, a raiding horse, 2 more light horse, 3 spear warriors, and that's it. So me and my ally immediately begin skirmishing. We get our horse archers and Numidian riders. I immediately begin targeting down this tribal, because I know how tough they can be. I retreat my line of archers. My ally begins running down these Thracian peltasts. I didn't realize that during the battle. They're skirmishing in the back, you can see. So I run my spears over. I collide with the spear against these tribal warriors. Same over here. I just want to keep them back. I do rush up my Felksmen and my mercenary axe warriors to support. My ally engages here and then launches all his cavalry forward, and he's going to destroy those. I'm holding a lot of units back with these heavy spears and regular spear units, and they're earning their worth already. I throw my mercenary axe warriors in to hold these guys back. My Felksman is in now. My ally is retreating, which is a really good idea because he's going against a massive Rome spam. Pergamon is dead, pretty much. You'll see he'll just get absolutely destroyed by all these units over here. Over here, you can see I've pretty much fully engaged. I have a heavy spear in reserve. I threw my noble swords into the fight. I'm running another heavy spear over here. We're cleaning up the cavalry now. I'm trying to get my cavalry through to shoot the backs of these units and clean up all this back here. My general's trying to support. My allies' light infantry and vigiles are being crushed by the Hastati. My ally continues to retreat though, so this is very good by my ally, and then turns around at the last second with Desert Legionnaires and Numidian light infantry, completely colliding with Rome now. He's got to stop these cav here, but he doesn't. He sees them at the last second and wards them away. He runs up cav to stop his cav. Pergamon's pretty much getting mopped up at this point, honestly. You can already see. Once he sends these sword followers in, there's no hope for him, which he is now. So he's dead pretty much. Numidia, or Mesesili, is trying to hold Rome off while I clean up Tylus. Because at this point, I found a gap, and I'm going to clean up all these skirmishers. Over here is Cav's dead, so I just got to get my bow horse around. That spear warrior got through, but I have a heavy spear, but it's fighting another spear warrior. You can see my ally gets caught here with his cav. My archers are just supporting. Over here, you can see Mesesili is going to break through this legionary. He wards this guy's cav off with another desert cohort. This legionary is holding off an Evocati, which is very good. This Vigile is retreating, which is good because he's got a desert legionary, so that cancels him. Equites will lose to that rider. The elephants from Rome, though, are going to clean up Pergamon completely. This should not have happened, though. He has a bunch of Agema spears, which he should have just turned them all on no matter what the situation was and just fired this elephant down. He would have held on for a bit longer. But Mesesili is still trying to keep his skirmishers and cav back, continuously picking at this guy. He's struggling over here, but my general is cleaning up all these skirmishers now. That unit broke over there. But for the most part, this guy's cav has been killed. My cav is in rough shape though, especially just because they're Bohors. My archers are trying to support, but there's a little gap right here. I am taking a ton of damage from Tylus just because his tribal warriors are so strong. So I form shield wall to just hold this unit back. Over here, I am slowly but surely breaking through. Cecily will win the majority of these fights. He'll win here, and he can hold here for reinforcements. If he can get his cav around, try to clean up these skirmishers, he might have a chance. But now he begins using fire arrows and actually starts wavering the Thracian Peltast. This Legionary won't hold for long, so he has to get support there. And he's trying to turn fire with these guys. I've pretty much cleaned up Tylus, as you can see. Pergamon is completely dead. He left the game at this point, which isn't surprising, and we all told him that his army was bad. But you can't really do that much to make a person change their army. So my ally is going to run from here and use a Vigile to hold off these legionaries. I am trying to swing my troops around to support my ally as we destroy the Hastati here. He's keeping his cav and skirmishers in the back, but you can see there's nothing protecting these. He's got his cav here, so that cancels out any cav. Same with my Bohors. But if he sends infantry, they were pretty much doomed. He has this one legionary, and he's bringing over this Numidian rider. This cohort is pretty much dead at this point. This legionary is just trying to hold. He's breaking through here, and another unit of Hastati is just getting shot to death. So every time he sent a unit down, he just focus fired it. My units are coming over though. So I got my axe warriors, spears, and I'm trying to make an actual line with spears in front and swords behind. I get my general, I'm going to go for his, so this is when I pop second wind, because my general is exhausted at this point. And you can see he's got 2 chevrons, and he goes right into the general and bodyguard, but he's got a bunch of cav to support him. Those elephants have 3 chevrons, and they're just on a rampage. Bowie is completely intact. There's 1 unit over there of a game of spears. So he does charge me with all these cav units, so I bring out my heavy spears, which enough can cancel those horses out. And you can see me and my ally are just focus firing anything that he sends through. So we're just trying to hold him back, but at this point you can see my ally's trying to regroup his cav and his infantry, but which he doesn't have much left. He mainly has skirmishers at this point. I am coming in to support him though, as fast as I can honestly, but my guys are tired and almost completely wiped out. I took a beating from those tribal warriors. So I send my general back around this way with my allies armored rider, and we're going to go support that Agema spear. I do get the majority of these spears and heavy spears along with the mercenary axe warrior, so I might be able to win this. Over here my axe warriors will be beat by that Celtic warrior, so I got my noble sword coming in, which tosses a javelin volley along with this one over here. This axe warrior will break from this Hastati, but there's a gap in our line and Rome's going to take that gap, and he's just going to clean up these skirmishers. There's nothing we can do. So I send this noble sword to support my axe warrior. Over here I'm falling completely, so you can see we're going for that to help that Agema spear. And we would have beat Rome here until the Bowie came in, but like I said, our ally did not do enough. He had mainly spears. My noble sword collides with this Oathsworn and this Oathsworn, so I charge in another noble sword. My general, we clean up that Celtic warrior in the back there. These Celtic warriors begin to break through here. This spear broke along with that heavy spear there. I'm trying to hold with this noble sword, or not noble sword, axe warrior. So I send in this heavy spear to try to stop this elephant, which is on a rampage. So I pop cavalry counter tactics. My ally does clean up the majority of these units back here, and it's looking hopeful for us. If we can get rid of the elephants, we might have a chance here. But he sends naked warriors in, so that's pretty much going to counter my heavy spear, plus it's getting shot. The AI brings up the Agema spear, so that naked warrior is dead, pretty much. I get a nasty rear charge on the back of these Celtic warriors, so that those 2 are dead. I pop battle rhythm, which I should have done on a unit like this, but at this point my ally is here to support me, but he's having a lot of trouble back here with the skirmishers, trying to hold off with like a weakened unit of Desert Legionnaires and my Dacian heavy bow. which was pretty much out of ammo at this point. They did their work job. You can see these guys got 2 chevrons. My general did die though, so that's disheartening to the majority of my troops. This unit does begin cleaning up the sword follower, which it would have if there wasn't elephants in the back, which my ally does make run amok. With those Numidian cav, they're pretty much dead at this point. So we did manage to kill the elephants, but it's too late now. I formed shield wall to keep this unit alive for as long as possible. This unit's breaking here. This unit does pretty good though, and it holds off a bunch of units here. But that's like, those are my last 2 units, and this is what my ally has left. Oh, I have this unit here, but it's out of ammo, so it's useless. My ally is trying to use his tribal slingers to stop whatever he can from outflanking me, but you can see it's too late. My units are just breaking due to army losses, and the general's dead. He does outflank me though, but my ally stopped that unit there, and that unit breaks. Or almost breaks, but it's too low support. So I rush his Dacian bowman and just try to stop the Avocati, but it surrounds me, and that unit's dead. Same over here. My ally tries to help me, but it's way too late. He does get a good charge in these naked warriors and Hastati, so he might be able to help me, but Missile Cav doesn't really have that good of a charge, even though the new Thessalian Cav is very good, some of the best in the game. It just can't support at this point. My ally's lost his slingers at this point. He does get his general unit, which I can't tell if he's alive or not. I don't remember if he died yet. Doesn't say he did. I think he did. It doesn't say. You can see there's just no hope for us at this point. My ally gets a nice charge here with the shot cav, which this cav I have seen perform very well, and I've used it very well. And so this unit was at 119. It's down to 115. You can see he's charging with that Numidian noble cav. You can see it's down to 106. It's just going to continue falling. But there's too many units for that to actually happen, so my ally is pretty much doomed at this point. He does rush in his slingers though, and I don't know why, but these guys are so good. They are so cost effective, and they don't have that good of stats. You can see they only have 20 attack, but that attack is so good. So he focus fires down like Celtic slingers and tries to get as many kills as possible. With this sword follower comes up, so he changes the target to that unit, but he's just gonna break due to army losses. You can see he's trying to fire as fast as possible here. He gets a few, but you can see what I mean. Look, they dropped that unit down to 98. But just, yeah, like I said, due to army losses and not having good morale, and without a general, they're dead. So we've lost this. It was pretty close though, even though our ally spammed spears. You can see I ended up getting the most kills. I had the most amount of men on my team, and Bowie I had the most amount of kills, or men. So we'll do us two. So I actually went on against the smallest army. My bow horse ended up doing okay. General did great, 494 kills. Skirmishers did well. Felksmen didn't do good. Heavy spears did great. Axe warriors did great. Noble swords ended up doing very well. Spears didn't do good though, but they were fighting tribal warriors, so it wasn't much they were gonna do. Tylus's cav did horrendous. He shouldn't have engaged Macecili's cav. His skirmishers did terrible. Thracians did bad. Spears did great, and tribal warriors ended up doing great. So this guy and Boei. So this guy, Citizen Cav did terrible. Only one Hippeus Lancer did good. His general did horrendous. Skirmishers doing horrible. This Agema Spear got 200 kills, but the majority of these units didn't do good. They're going up against the Boei Sword Rush pretty much. So his sword followers did good. This Naked Warrior did good. Celtic Warriors did good. Levy Freeman doing good. Osworn doing good. Skirmishers ended up doing good. Cav did terrible, and his general did good. We tried to tell him too, like, this many spears is not gonna hold against a Boei Sword Rush. So this guy and this guy. My ally fought very well. Cavalry, all his cav did great. Skirmishers, you can see what I mean though. These tribal slingers, not that expensive, but they are cost effective. Legionnaires doing okay, or pretty good. Desert Cohort did well. Vigiles didn't do good. These guys didn't do good. Elephant's getting 508 kills. Equites, okay, 178 is good. Syrian Arch is doing great, Evocati doing great, Hastati doing great, and Legionaries and Veterans doing great. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.